Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg. I hope you guys are ready to unpack and get into some good conversations today.
And I'm Jess, and this is our podcast, Baggage Claim. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, Baggage Claim? How's everybody doing out there? Thank you guys so much for giving us a try and listening to us. If this is your first time here, if it's your first time here, thank you.
I'm so excited.
Grab your favorite drink, whatever that may be, pull up to the table with us, and we're going to get into some good discussion and conversations. Baggage Claim is a place where we hope to create some community and some conversations around relationships, marriages, and blended families and not blended families, just in relationships, whatever it may be.
Being a person.
Yeah, just being a person. And so if you guys are a regular, thank you so much for coming back. You just keep coming back, and I can't thank you enough.
We have added more cities and literally more countries.
We have since our last one. So we continue to grow. Just to tease us out there, I know probably you guys aren't as excited about this as we are.
Okay.
But this is episode 36.
Yep.
We're coming up on 50. And so we're going to do something really fun for our 50th episode. We're not going to share that yet.
We're hopeful. There's
plans.
plans.
We're doing it. We just got to figure out how to
we're going to make it happen.
Okie
we got to
dokie.
figure out. So it's going to be fun, and you guys will get to be a part of that. This is my only teaser for it. We will have a live audience. And so, and we'll do question answers, all kind of fun stuff.
You know what I'm so excited about?
What's that?
So before each... What'd you say?
So what are you excited about?
Oh, okay. Before each episode, we do a clap, and we've talked about it before and how I giggle every time. So today, I did not laugh. And so that's a momentous occasion because we're welcoming back a team member that's been on hiatus.
She's been in rehab.
No!
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
She's not. She had a baby.
Our daughter-in-law,
I mean, there's nothing wrong
Miranda.
with rehab, though. Just say that. Let me say that. There's nothing wrong with rehab.
Our daughter-in-law, Miranda, is back on the team. So producer Michael, that's his title. Miranda, do you have a title?
She left as the titles were starting to become official. So we'll
assign you
for
one.
her.
Go assign you one.
Visual.
Don't do it right now. No,
Nope.
not right now.
No.
It's got to happen. Let it happen.
So
You're just trying to make it happen. Just
it's got to
sorry.
come naturally.
Can't. I'm sorry, I'm trying to force it.
walk away
But
from
Miranda's
it. What time?
back. So we're so excited about that. But she clapped us in, and I didn't laugh. I didn't giggle. It's a big deal.
2
Okay.
weeks.
It's a big deal.
Well, let's jump right into question time.
Ooh, I forgot
So,
to sing.
Right?
yeah, you're not doing a good job of singing, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
What's
I
your-
like how when we first started, y'all told us that all of us had to sing that.
And
I
you
didn't
have
know.
Like the
it's
past 2 or
usually
3 weeks,
Michael and
I'm
I.
the only one that's been
Well,
singing it.
because you are a professional singer.
That
so.
is true. That is different. It's different. You get paid to sing. We don't.
I don't know about that.
Question. Give me your question.
Noted. My
Stay
question
focused.
is, what's your favorite cereal?
Ooh, gosh, I could go on
I
and
know.
on about this.
I know. I have 2 answers for my own question.
Okay.
Okay, give it to me.
Okay. So regular, just like, I'm going to eat a bowl of cereal. I feel like I'm going to go Frosted Flakes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's an everyday. What's
Okay.
your special occasion then?
Special occasion is just go with me because you know how much I love peanut butter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And you know how much I love peanut butter toast, like I'm 12. A bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios with a piece of peanut butter toast.
That actually sounds really good.
That sounds
It's
so
so
adult thing.
But
Okay,
I have been eating that since I was little. Baby.
My everyday eater, if I'm gonna eat it every day, honeycomb. I can eat an
Yeah.
entire box of honeycomb.
We used to buy how many
See, I
boxes
could
of
go
the
so many
family size
ways.
honeycombs when the
Yeah,
kids were
I
growing
was
up,
just
the
dogs of
giant
honeycomb.
suitcase size,
Yeah.
and we would
No.
run out.
Now, if it's special occasion,
Yeah,
like I'm gonna treat myself, it's a Captain Crunch.
yeah. I
But
knew
you
were
can only
gonna
eat
say
so
that.
much because it
Like
makes
the
your
very
mouth
berry
raw.
Captain Crunch or like the
No,
OG?
new
Straight
OG.
Just straight. Okay, I can
straight
deal with
OG.
that.
I do though. Okay, I'll add a third. I do like what you refer to as old lady cereal, the honey bunches of oats.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's like, come on, Grandma.
I'm
get
not
you honey
gonna lie.
bunches of oats.
There's actually a lot of cereals I can get down with.
Yeah.
Jess used to eat this really crappy cereal. that was like Kellogg's and it had these dried strawberries in it?
No, I didn't do the strawberries. That was Cody.
No, Cody started strip mining all your
Uh-huh.
strawberries. He would get the box and eat
Strip
all the
mining?
dried strawberries
That's
out of
why he
it.
and I made a
freeze-dried
deal.
strawberries, yeah.
He and I made a deal because I didn't love the strawberry part. I wanted the healthy part, and so he was like, "I'll eat the dried strawberry. Okay, if you wash your hands, you can."
Okay, that works. Strawberries are healthy.
I don't know. It just didn't feel
So-
like it was. I don't know.
Here's my thing, and this one's going to be completely out there because like no one else likes this, but this was my grandfather's favorite cereal.
Grape
and this is what I
nuts.
love.
No,
Have we talked about that?
no.
Grape nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Grape
They even
nuts.
make that still?
Oh
With
my
the
gosh,
blue-
that makes my
the blue
stomach
sweetener,
hurt
what's that,
talking
equate?
about it.
The chemical?
Probably.
The chemical sugar.
Yeah,
What's equal?
it's the blue equal. Yeah,
Equal.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, yes, definitely.
Equate
chemical
is
sugar.
the Walmart brand of things, isn't it?
I don't know, maybe. But that's like my nostalgia. I love it.
That
like
makes
that
my
literally just
stomach
makes me
hurt.
think of my grandfather.
Thinking about
I love
it.
that
It's a
dearly.
lot of fiber.
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
lot of
Go
fiber.
ahead.
But like my like all-time favorite
Mhm.
is actually a mix of cereals. So you have to take Golden Crisps, which this is like an old school cereal. The only way you can get it now is like an off-brand at Walmart because
Yeah,
like no one else makes
Because
it
they taste like
anymore.
graham crackers and they're so good.
And you mix that with Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
Cocoa.
Like half and half, but Cocoa Puffs have to be on the bottom
Okay.
so that it blends in the milk more. So you got chocolate
Right.
milk by the end
Yeah.
of the
See,
day.
I don't
do.
like cereal that changes the color of milk.
Oh,
I think
Cocoa
that's just-
Krispies, if you do that.
no, that's where it's
I don't.
at, Greg.
Okay, here's another place where y'all can make fun of me. When I eat cereal, I don't want the milk part. I just want the milk to get
Oh,
the cereal
that's
wet.
Savagery.
I know.
That's like barbarianism.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
drink.
like milk. The milk is just purely for function.
It's the essence of cereal.
It is
No,
literally.
no,
Have
it's
you ever
not.
had cereal without milk?
Yes.
That's disgusting. No, I mean,
I
I'm
had
not
this-
talking like if you're
That's
just
the
like
whole
dry
point.
eating cereal.
Can I tell
But,
us
like-
one time? This is like
Oh
a while
no, I
back.
know what you're about to say.
Oh,
So
You
one
do too,
time
Miranda.
I wanted to have some cereal really, really bad,
Mhm.
and we didn't have any milk. And the
Mm.
only thing we had was
We,
water.
not we,
Oh,
me,
I had
Don't
water
tell me.
you.
or a beer.
Either way.
So I poured the beer in the Frosted Flakes.
No,
Naturally.
I thought it was Fruit Loops.
No, I think it was Frosted Flakes.
You ruined that.
It was horrible. It was
Well,
horrible.
Ugh.
I mean, I think that
I was
goes without
desperate.
saying.
I was desperate, but it was horrible.
Yeah. All right,
So-
Miranda, you didn't answer. What's your favorite cereal?
Special K.
Oh my gosh, that's what my grandma.
The berries.
Various kind. Yeah.
Yeah,
You and Nanny would have been great together.
they were. You and Annie were great together. Yeah,
Get Special K.
yeah. Miranda
That's
and
awesome.
Nanny were great.
Remember
together.
Special K came out though? It had like the half naked woman in like a leotard or
It
something.
was her red bathing suit.
Yes.
That's what it was.
That was so weird.
And she was supposed to match the logo. The K is red. She was
Yeah.
supposed to match that.
Anyway,
Interesting.
all right. So I had a question, but we spent.
Yeah, we're like almost 8 minutes in. I think we'll do that next time.
This would be my.
You
this
should
is-
write
I'm
down-
gonna, now I'm just gonna tease the question out, and you guys will.
Okay.
I'm
remember it.
gonna write a part of it down.
Every time you use the restroom in public, do you make a nest or not?
Absolutely.
Don't. We're just don't talk about
That's
it.
That's
right,
a
we're
yes
not-
or a no.
we're not.
No, it's not. And then my second part of that question was, where is the most interesting place you've ever went to the restroom? So, with that being said, we're going to
Let's
jump
dive in.
We're going to dive into a topic completely different from what we just talked about, and it's not even remotely close to the same. And this topic's going to be a little different for us too, because we always have our unpack at the end. We're probably going to unpack a lot as we go
Yeah.
through this. So just bear with us, hang in there. I hope you guys, the last thing, I hope you guys really participated in the, take some time, take 10 minutes, and it could change your relationships. Take some time. We talked about solitude. We talked about a lot of things, self-talk,
Mhm,
all those
mhm.
about encouraging each other and saying things you like about yourself. I hope you guys participated in that. Please post those. If
I
you
had a hard
did.
time with that.
We know. We talked about that
Yeah.
too. So make sure that you post those. Let us know. We want to hear what you like about yourself. Brag on yourself a little bit. But with that being said, it kind of leads us into a topic that doesn't get a whole lot of, I don't know, it's getting more conversations, more books, more talks, more emphasis than it has in the past. But I think it's a huge part of our relationships, in our personal ones and our professional ones, and all of those. It's this idea of emotional intelligence.
Mm.
And when I say emotional intelligence, you may be like, "What?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?" I mean, there's a thing called Siri. You can ask her for the actual definition. But Michael, would you care to read us
Yeah, I'm looking.
the actual official definition of what emotional intelligence is?
The ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions and understand the influence of the emotion of others.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
So we're going to try and unpack that idea, that concept, and the idea of marriage and how that works in everyday life.
While you were
and
reading
what
it,
that
I was
does.
like, okay, what's the key word for me? But there's a lot of key words in that.
So what was your keyword? Did
Well,
you have one?
Well, for me, what stuck out just because of my own journey of emotional intelligence, it was the recognize part.
Okay, recognize
how I'm feeling, but then that leads directly to understanding because I feel like even in the definition, the order of which those words are important because you have to recognize it first. You need to understand it after that, which helps you learn how to manage it because you don't know how to manage that just as a regular, just when you're being a person in the world. Managing your emotions is what leads to a lot of the things that are not going so great in our world today. So you have to recognize it first.
Right.
I feel like.
Well, of course, yeah. I think that's with anything in life is like what they say is acknowledging the problem is the first step. Well, I mean, if we're talking about emotional intelligence, recognizing your emotions is a huge part of okay, I'm emotional here. This is emotion. I was in a group as a morning Bible study. Will Schofield used to lead it sometimes, and we would always start with, "We're going to get on the emotion wheel. We're going to get on the feelings wheel."
The wheel of emotion.
And so he would basically say, "I'm good is not one." So you have to be able to tell us what it is those are. So because guys are not very good. Guys are horrible at this.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say I'm fine.
Yeah, when you say I'm fine or I'm good, it's like that's not it. Use your words, describe what you're feeling, how you're. So it takes a lot of introspective to look at those things in our lives and go, how am I really feeling? Like what is really going on?
Well, it's icky a lot of times because I would venture to guess that most of the time what we're feeling is not always great. And when it comes to that not always great, it was like, wait a minute, am I being impossible right now? Or am I being jealous? Or am I being any of those negative things? I don't want to recognize that in myself.
Why?
Well, because that means I'm wrong.
Well,
not just, I mean, it's like, it means I'm not okay. Really?
Okay.
Well, I think that's the hardest thing for most people to start walking in that path because it takes humility.
Yeah.
And that is the complete opposite of our human nature.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to sit back and be willing to say, even though I think I'm not wrong, there's a chance I might be wrong here.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can't even start understanding your emotions until you can have that thought and be okay with that thought.
Yeah, it's true. Which is, man, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about relationships, there's so much involved in that because emotional intelligence is about you, but it directly reflects how you communicate, how you act. Your emotions determine your perspective a lot of times too.
Oh man, yes.
So many times.
Yes.
And we always talk about that, and I've done it once before, and I'll do it again because I'll do it a lot, and you guys can be as much as you want, but wherever you're at, if you're listening to the podcast,
you're doing the finger
we're going to do this fun little exercise.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take your finger, point it toward the ceiling like this.
Your pointer finger.
Either one, your index finger, your
You
pointer
could do your
finger.
pinky if you wanted to.
You can do any finger, it doesn't matter. And you want to start going clockwise. And that's the way that the clock goes.
That's
so if
right
you're
to
listening, as you're
left,
listening, your
friends.
finger, you're watching, your finger is in the air, it's clockwise. You want to start, it's above your head. So this is above your head. Start bringing it down, bringing it down, bringing it down, and bringing it down until it is below your about chest high. Which way is it going now?
The other way.
Yeah, it's going counterclockwise. And the only thing that changed is your what?
Perspective.
Thank you, first graders. So it's the one thing that changed. The only thing that changed is you were looking down upon the way you were spinning your finger. And
Versus
then
when you were looking up at it.
Yes. So one you're looking up, one you're looking down.
Mm-hmm.
They're both going the same way. So the idea of perspective is, what if you're both right? You're just looking at it in different ways.
Oh, that's so hard.
Yeah. So that's one of those things to actually look at and say, emotional intelligence allows you to name your emotions, put some words to those, and then express that. Because that's the part. Once we recognize that, the huge part of that is then transferring that and going, let's give it a name. Like that emotion needs a name. What's the name of that emotion?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what's the importance, or do you what do you feel like the importance is of actually giving that a name or naming that? Do you?
Well, because in my own learning about my own self, being able to specifically identify what emotion I am feeling was hard. Like when you and I got married, that was hard for me. Like I mean, it took me some time after being married to you to realize, just through conversations and through the way you handled conflict and just even navigating icky situations, whether it be with like just a blended family aspect or just in general, I realized that I was not emotionally intelligent. And I don't even know if I even heard that phrase before we got married, to be honest with you. And so that was a very like sharp learning curve for me, because I was used to just, well, I mean, 2 years of alone, I didn't have to really worry about if I was emotionally intelligent or not. I was putting one foot in front of the other, but I never thought about that before. I never thought about like, let me take my time and think about how I'm feeling right now so that I can properly identify it and then work through that. I had never done that before.
Okay.
And so that was.
So you and TJ didn't do that much? Okay.
No. Well, we were high school sweethearts, and then we got married as fast as we could after we graduated a few years later. And then it was buy a house, have a baby, and do all the things. It's like we just wanted to rush through and get to the adulting part. And so I feel like a lot of the times if there was a conflict or a fuss or whatever, we probably still handled it like when we were 18, 19 years old, because that's just all we knew in our relationship.
Right.
And so we were married for 11 years. And so that was a long time of just kind of staying in that same pattern. I mean, it worked. We were not unhappy. And so it was just like, but that's all I knew.
Well, how did you guys handle conflict though? Like when
we would fuss about it and he would just tell me I was right and we'd move along.
Oh, okay. Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you know what? You're right. I got to go. Bye.
You're right. Whatever you say is great. Whatever you want. Okay, great. Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
which in the moment,
yeah,
is
it's
just
easy.
like, I just want this to end. What do
Yeah.
I need to tell you to make
Literally,
this end?
that's where he was like, whatever I have to say to make this go away, it's going to be great. And everybody's going to be happy and we're going to move along.
But
And so,
in so many marriages and relationships, that's where we all live.
yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
that-
I got my way most of the time, so I was happy, you know.
Right.
So, you know, I didn't have to all the way identify how I was feeling. He was just like, oh, she's not happy, and I'm going to do whatever it is that makes her be happy again.
Well, that's what, a lot of times, that's what, I mean, it's so many times in marriage and just even in relationships, that's what we do.
But I feel
that's
like
what we celebrate is like, you know, the whole, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Right.
That's not
That's
all
not
true.
true.
No, it's not.
It's not true.
Because happy life for who?
Who?
Yeah, who's the happy life
I was
for?
going to
Yeah.
say, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Just going
Sure.
through that.
Yeah.
in that season of your life,
For
could you?
for you who don't know, this is producer Michael who's behind the computer for us.
Oh,
Yeah,
Who's
go.
talking?
You can go
So-
ahead and give backstory if you want to.
Producer Michael?
No.
Backstory?
Oh, who's talking? I didn't know
I
what
was just
backstory
saying,
you're about to say.
Michael, who's if
producer
you're
Michael.
listening to this and you're new,
oh, gotcha.
the voice
gotcha.
you're hearing is producer Michael, who
Oh,
helps
Producer
produce
Michael.
our
I was like,
podcast.
backstory. What do we need to tell?
Sorry, did I say backstory?
You
I
did.
did. I
It's okay.
apologize.
That's why I was like.
It's late.
Anyway,
It's fine.
go ahead.
So question, in that season of life where you were
Yes.
talking about TJ would just be like, at some point he'd say, "You're right, back off and
Yeah.
go forward with that."
Right.
If you were to trace back in your own life, could you see that you had emotional growth during that period of your life?
That's a good question.
Meaning I'll just leave it at that.
What was the rest of what you were going to say, though?
I was going to say, if your emotional awareness and everything went your way, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
what was there to challenge your emotional maturity?
At that point in my life, I mean, this was in my late 20s, early 30s, that because it's so icky saying it now, but because I got my way most of the time,
Yeah.
when I was feeling quote unquote emotional about whatever, there was no growth. Well, because I didn't have to identify like why was I upset, really what was the root of that, and what was my own part in that was the biggest part that I didn't, looking back, that I didn't own. I didn't have to own that.
Yeah.
And so there was no growth per se, now that you put it that way.
And I mean, I'm just thinking through that, like, and putting myself in my own shoes before I was even aware of this thing called emotional intelligence or
Yeah,
emotional
same.
health. Like, the only thing that helped me grow was the friction of being aware of my lack of emotional health.
Right. And I started the process of learning that about myself in my grief counseling right off the bat. But then when the grief counseling turned into how do we move forward counseling, I mean, that was a 2-year span of time. I had started the journey of learning about it, but I feel like, I mean, yes, personally, you want to be healthy as an individual, but a lot of emotional intelligence it's not even just from a marriage, but like, I'm a teacher, I'm the lead of my grade level, and there's 6 of us. Like, my emotional intelligence comes into play with those 5 other women that I work with.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
And so I just never, I was young at that point whenever he passed away and all that. And so learning that about myself through, and you helping me, Greg, it's changed a lot of the dynamics of the relationships in my life, not just you and I, but everything.
Okay. Hopefully that's a good change.
It is a good change. It's because I am more aware. We keep using awareness and aware, but it's true. I'm more aware of my own part in relationships, and it's not all the time about like, well, he said that or she said that or the tone or this or whatever. It's more like, no, what did I do? What was my part in that to cause the reaction or this or that, and how things play out. Like, I think a lot of folks, if you are not emotionally intelligent, there's a lot of blame and you did this and you said that and this happened because of you. And there's not a lot of like, no, I have a part to play in this.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you're sitting there wondering, going, "Oh, I don't know if I'm emotionally intelligent or not." So,
Yeah.
Again, there's tons of books out there that can help you and help build this in you and help work through this. So, my question would be to you as a couple: what does it look like for both of you when the crap hits the fan?
Yeah.
When things go sideways, when the storms come, when things aren't working out the way they're supposed to. And they could be something as simple as you said you're going to load the dishwasher and you didn't, to we don't have enough money in our bank account right now to pay our power bill. It could be like all over the gamut.
Yeah.
Like, what happens to you like, and just be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself in this, just
You're
your
not going
self-reflection,
anywhere.
yeah, you're stuck.
Literally.
So the idea is that kind of a question to be like, well, I don't know. What do we do? Am I always pointing the finger at someone else saying, well, it's because of them, or they said this, or they said that. Well, they made me mad. So when I got mad, I did this and I did that.
And it's their fault I did this or that. No.
So it's a lot of times being able to say, I'm mad because this happened.
Yeah.
I'm upset because this happened, but I want to be able to say, but I want to have a conversation around this. Like, I want us to have a conversation and see what this
And
looks
those conversations are awful.
How do you bring about those conversations? Like,
I
I
mean-
mean, here's my thought. It takes emotional intelligence to be
Yeah.
able to do that.
Because we don't wanna, because they're
So
uncomfortable.
people who are, maybe just hearing about emotional intelligence, or like, if you want to call it, you can call it whatever you want, like grade 1 level emotional
beginner
intelligence.
status.
Like, like, how do you work into those?
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I can draw back on like when we first got together, dating. Well, I mean, we dated and got married within, it feels like 15 minutes when we met. It was literally 8 months for our new friends. We met in February. We were married in October. But
It's been 13 years, so it's not. We're hoping it works out.
fingers are crossed.
Yeah,
I think we're going to make it.
Yeah.
But I can remember.
Everyone said though. Like,
Nobody. There was
Yeah,
very few people who believed that we would last.
well, that, and there were a bunch of people who were saying really mean things that Jess was pregnant, and that was the only reason we were getting married.
Yeah, longest
there was a
pregnancy
lot of those
on the face of the planet.
rolling around.
Still waiting.
I'm
Still
due
waiting
any
on
minute
that
now.
kid, yeah.
Any minute now, I'm
Any
due.
minute.
Yeah. So, but go ahead. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I almost lost my train of thought. But I can remember when we first started having these conversations because, I mean, we had a lot of baggage to claim.
We have a lot
Look
of
at
baggage.
Yay. But, like, you're welcome. But we had a lot to talk about. And so it was very different conversations between your baggage versus my baggage because it was a lot of emotional baggage, but then you had some physical baggage with your ex-wife still being around.
Mhm.
But it was just so much to work through. And so I can remember some of those first really hard conversations, but they became easier because of the way you approached them. I think a lot of it has to do, like when you get ready to start talking about your emotional intelligence, it's about your approach.
I agree.
Your approach was never negative. Your approach was never accusatory. It was always gentle and respectful. And I think that says a lot about your character, yes, but it says a lot about how these kinds of conversations should be approached.
Well, it's the idea of if you're going into and we're going to talk about, we really are going to do a series, hopefully coming up soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, of crucial conversations.
Ooh.
How to have hard conversations, how to work, how to navigate
I'm
those.
trained
Yeah, in a
and
different one.
certified.
You're certified in a lot of things,
In
girlfriend.
educational standpoint.
So,
Sorry.
So we're gonna dig into that. But the idea for me was anytime we're gonna have a hard conversation,
Yeah.
I can't go into this conversation thinking I don't have any place in this. This is all on you. This is not on me. This
And
is
I'm about to get my way.
yeah. It's more of, and that's where I use the phrase, and we said on here hundreds of times. And you guys, I know you guys are sick of it, but that's where the line for me came to. I want to understand where you're coming from and I want to understand how you're feeling. And so help me understand what made you say this or what made you feel this way or what was it that I did or what was it that happened that helped that made you feel this way. And sometimes it's hard for you to even when we ask those questions,
man.
sometimes for you to even go, I don't know, I'm just pissed.
Yeah.
Well, what are you
I'm
pissed
just upset.
at? Like why?
Well,
Like, what are you upset at? Because you didn't get your way, or you wanted it to go differently? What upsets you?
and that can take some time to think about that. And I
It
think that's
does.
what you're about to say. Like, I know I sometimes need some time to be like, I don't know for sure right now, but let me have a minute. or a day to think about here's the things that led up to that. And
Right.
that's okay too, is to be able to say, I'm emotionally intelligent enough to tell you that I need a little bit of time to think through this.
Well, it's just, I mean, I mean, you can have vernacular that goes around with what, or just have the words you want to use
Mm-hmm.
in your relationship. Like for me, when I know I'm about to say something stupid, or I'm just going to be very vulnerable and put myself out there with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I need my umbrella protection.
Yes.
Can I get my umbrella
You
protection
can.
here? Like, I'm going to say something that I don't know how this is going to land. I don't know
Mhm.
how, but I want to protect myself with my little umbrella.
But that's okay too,
Um,
because a lot of times when you're in a moment and you're feeling very emotional, you don't always have the words that you need. And we both will say things like, I don't know what other word to use, but this is what I'm feeling.
Right.
And that is your umbrella protection, or just like, give me a safety net. Like, it's okay.
So I want to get into I want us to get into some practical things
Yes.
here, and
Yes.
this may drag on because this is not a simple subject. So
Yeah.
we possibly could tell into this for you to go, hey, how to help you understand some more emotional intelligence for yourself
Mm-hmm.
in your relationship, and I want to get into some practical things of here's some things that happened and how we dealt with those things in our relationship as emotional
Mm-hmm.
intelligence, how we built it, how we're continuing, because we're
We
changing,
still.
we change.
Yeah.
Our lives are different now. Like last night, it's rare, but last night I
Mm-hmm.
came home, you came home, and it was the two of us. We cooked dinner, just the two of us.
We did.
And we talked and we hung out in the kitchen but it's like that's different for us. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't happen much.
No.
It's starting to happen more than it ever has in our lives in the
But
13
that changes
years.
even how we have conversations. Like,
Yeah.
things, and whether you're listening and you have littles, or you have teenagers, or you're semi empty nesters, or, wherever you fall, it's going to be different.
So we've opened the bag here.
We have.
We've unzipped the suitcase and said, "All right, here's the emotional intelligence bag.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We're going to try to unpack some of this as we go." And so I want us to, if you've stuck with us this far, this long,
Thank you.
thank you, and we appreciate it. And I hope we've maybe started or placed a question in your mind that's
Mm-hmm.
there. We're gonna have a second part where we're gonna jump right into the emotional intelligence part of that, and we're gonna unpack some real life scenarios and situations. Are we good with that? Can we do
Yeah, I
that?
love that
Just gonna
idea.
make that call right here.
Do it.
So, and Jess is now drawing pretty clouds.
No, I'm saying plus 37. It's
Oh.
episode 36, and I'm not
Oh.
drawing pretty clouds.
So,
I mean, it is a pretty
if you
cloud,
guys are
but-
here, thank you so much. The next episode, we're going to unpack this emotional intelligence and dig more into it. Today, we just wanted to introduce this topic and get your mind thinking on that. Think about perspective, think about emotional intelligence, and Michael is raising his hand.
Yeah, I think just one good thing for this week is as you're going through life, start thinking of your own emotional intelligence through circumstances you go through.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you like deep unpack it, but just simply the first thought of like, oh man, that was an intense situation at work. Boom, what did I work through?
And
Or,
I'm not a diary writer. Like I don't write, but like
you go through journal phases.
I do go, God, I really want to journal. I really want to
You
journal.
want to do that so bad.
I own so many journals
You go through,
that have
so
4
bad.
and
pages.
they're really cool covers and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're like the most epic ones.
yeah,
and
he
it's like
does.
4 of them with like 2 pages. And
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
it.
So
I want to say though, like for people like me, and then we'll end this to head on to the next step.
no, I want to say something.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't get your way all the time now.
Yes, I do. I do. I think the first step in emotional intelligence is when things go sideways, like what you were just saying, and you're reacting and you're trying to figure out what your next move is or whatever. First, before you start to plot revenge or whatever it is, think about, no, really, what am I feeling right now? Am I feeling betrayed? Am I feeling not heard? What is the feeling first?
Give it a name.
Yeah.
Name your feeling.
Yeah, and that's what.
But
I
it's
was actually
true
saying.
though.
Yeah.
Like
But
name,
then figure that out. But like once you give it a name, go, why do I feel betrayed?
Yeah.
and
Why
then
do I feel that way?
that
Yeah.
will help you figure out what to do next.
So this week,
And
I'll say
that's what we're
Will's
about to
chart
talk
of
about.
emotions would be a good thing to post. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's his or something, but
no, he borrowed it from somewhere.
yeah.
So I would
That's
I would
where we're
definitely
going
say,
next.
yeah, name it and then
And then what?
track it down,
Mm-hmm.
wrestle it to the ground.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, share, pass our podcast around, talk about it around your water cooler.
Message us. We wanted to hear from
comment,
you
let
guys.
us know where you're from.
Yeah, we're adding countries. Somebody in, we're now. It's nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're now in Moscow. Some of you folks in Moscow, thank you for listening. Folks in India, thank you for listening. We got some folks in
I don't
India.
even understand.
Like all over the place. So thank you guys so much. Keep sharing, keep passing it around, and we'll just keep sharing. So thank you guys for joining Baggage Claim. Peace out.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.